Yo, hey everybody, it's Drewberry here, and I'm highlighting the new location that just dropped last night. It's the new featured location, so it's Hell's Kitchen. It's going to draw a one-cost card from your deck. This is reciprocal, so your opponent and you are going to get a one-cost card from your deck. If you drew all your one-cost cards already, then you're not going to get a card, and you just don't get the benefit. So it might be a good idea to stuff your deck with full of one-cost cards. But we'll see, we'll get to that in a second here. But this location is going to have a 40% increased clip of showing up in your game, so it's important to build your decks around it. And it's going to be around August 9th through August 12th, so it's probably going to drop off Saturday morning. You can expect that to disappear. So I got 3 cards here, one from each pool that I recommend you teching into your decks or maybe building a deck around. The first one is Kazar in pool 1. Well, obvious synergy here. He's going to give +1 to all your one costs. So you can shove a bunch of one costs knowing that you're guaranteed a draw if Hell's Kitchen shows up. Pretty good. And then there's Electra. So Electra is going to destroy a one-cost card. So when I was thinking about this, I was like, okay, sure, you can make a one-cost deck and maybe that'll work out. You get guaranteed draw and that's great. Or you could just look to counter and destroy all of your opponent's setup. I feel like there's going to be a lot of flooding this week because of this location. Everyone's going to build these one-cost card decks. So why don't we take advantage of it and destroy all the one-cost cards, right? So you got Electra here in pool 2. She's going to just destroy 1. I suggest if you do decide to run tech this card into your deck, wait until like turn 5 or 6 to destroy that one-cost card. Let them commit to the location, putting 4 cards, and then destroy it with a surprise burst on that location, especially if they like buff it with Kazar, Blue Marvel, these sorts of things. And then there's Killmonger. So same idea as Electra, right? But you get to destroy all of them. So if you're not running any one-cost cards in your deck, well, don't worry about it. You're not going to draw a card from Hell's Kitchen, but your opponent is, and you know you're going to destroy it later. So it's actually a benefit that they draw that card from their deck. So those are my 3 cards I recommend teching in. You could kind of go a different path and just put, those could all be one-cost cards, right? Like Sunspot is good, pool 2, one-cost. I was thinking even Deadpool or Human Torch for pool 3 to guarantee draw those if they're only one-cost cards in your deck. Hell's Kitchen will kind of tutor it out of your deck. But I thought, you know what, it might be better to counter because a lot of people are going to do that. So that's my suggestion. I got a deck here that is the exact opposite of my suggestion. Kind of. It's a one-cost deck. So I just shoved a bunch of one-costs. I put Daredevil in only because Daredevil's awesome. You can replace him with anything, honestly. And then I have some just buff synergy and Onslaught to double the Kazar effect or the Captain America or the Mr. Fantastic. Any one of those is really good. Ant-Man as well. So I'm going to run a couple games and we'll see how it goes. So let's go check it out. All right, let's get into it. Hell's Kitchen. This is a pretty cool location. I like this. Drawing a one-cost card from your deck. Not a game-breaking location, but still adds a little flavor if you have a one-cost you really want to get to. So I thought that was pretty neat. Okay, we don't have it yet. There's the Miniatures Lab. On turns 3, 4, and 5, no cards can be added here. Don't really want to commit Ant-Man there, if that's the case, because not guaranteed that I'll be able to flood that location, which is what he benefits from. But I do want to get a one-cost out, just because that's the purpose of the deck right now. He's going to play Agent 13 on that side, okay? No problem. What do we got? Hell's Kitchen. So we're going to draw, and my opponent drew a card as well. So there is an animation that shows if you draw it or not. Very cool. Oh, I want to check it out as well. It's animated. There's a storm going on. Very nice. Okay, so... I like playing Nightcrawler because I can move him if I have to, and I might commit Rocket to the central location. I have a feeling they're going to play a card there, or they might commit harder at the lab, but we'll see. I don't, with Rocket Raccoon, it's not a big deal if you hit his trigger or not. It's more of a bonus. If I hit it, great. If I don't, I perfectly miss. It's okay, no problem. Electra doesn't snipe my Nightcrawler because they revealed first, and they have a Nightcrawler, which I might want to snipe with my Electra. Ooh, but I got Daredevil. I love Daredevil, guys. He's such a cool card. But we're not going to commit to that just yet. I'm going to play Mr. Fantastic down the middle, because that seems pretty good. Might get him sweating because I got the lab beat. Ooh, they're going to Carnage the Nightcrawler before moving it. And then Angel comes out. That's a pretty wacky decision, sir. Okay, so this is 100% a Daredevil turn. Whoa! So because of Avengers Compound, I know that he's gonna play something on that location already. I don't even need Daredevil to know. I mean, I will have the benefit of knowing which card. But that's fascinating. By the way, Daredevil is really not doing much for me in this deck. I don't have any kind of counterplay. I'm really strictly running him because he's cool. Can you blame me? Isn't he cool? Am I wrong? We got Onslaught. Alright, let's see what this opponent does. He's going to snap and play his card, so let's check it out. It's the White Queen. He's going to draw a card, a copy of the highest cost card in my hand here, which is going to be Onslaught because I can't play that. And there is nothing I can do about it. So that's kind of what I was getting at, that I don't really have a good setup for stopping that. So I could try and actually flood, and then I can use Onslaught down the middle. That'll probably win me that location because of the trigger on Mr. Fantastic and Ant-Man. And I could Captain America, Iceman. Ooh, do I want to ice him or do I want to Elektra? Probably Elektra. Whoops. Let's undo these actions. Do it in the right order. That looks good to me. Can't play Iceman just yet. Ooh, a big consideration here is that he actually has Onslaught now, which he might commit to the Devil Dino if he goes to the center, which would ruin me. Kazar. Kazar might be better. I have 4 cards that I can buff with Kazar. If I put Kazar on the left and he plays Onslaught, let's say, that would be 9, and I would have 10. Or, sorry, 9. We would tie. Okay. We would tie. And then I'd win the far right because Elektra would get the buff. And I would lose the middle by a significant amount. But here's the thing. If he plays... Ooh. If he plays Onslaught down the middle, it's not a huge deal, because I will win the left and right location. So I don't have to worry about that, because Mr. Fantastic is going to trigger again. So I think I'm okay with this play. We're going to end our turn and see what happens. All in on the Hell's Kitchen. Let's see what happens. Don't do it, Carly. Don't do it. Okay, plays 3 cards instead. Angela and Star-Lord. I didn't play there, but that will be enough to beat me at that location. Oh, I think they got it, actually. Dang, I'm gonna be off by 2, aren't I? So if I had, or not even 1 and then 2 on the left, 1 on the right. If I had played Nightcrawler on the far right, I would have won, but then I'd be totally abandoning the lab. And I was kind of just thinking, because they stole Onslaught and had Dino in the middle, that was the play, but it was not the play. Okay, that's okay. Okay, we'll go one more, see if this works out. Worth noting as well, this deck I made is kind of more of a pool 1 deck. I was trying to make it a little bit easier if you're in those early pools to build it. And right now, I'm going to be playing against pool 3 opponents. So they're probably going to have slightly better cards than me. Washington, D.C., not doing anything for us. I'm going to play Rocket down the... Ooh, we're not going to play Rocket. We're going to play Iceman on the left. We're going to ice him. I got Daredevil again. That's pretty cool. But again, he's not doing nothing crazy for us here. Okay, Iceman. They played nothing. Ooh, you can't play cards here after turn 4. So that means they're probably going to commit. So I will do the same. One thing that's really cool about Hell's Kitchen is that you don't know when you're actually going to get the draw. You guarantee that you'll get the draw in the first 3 turns unless you drew all your 1 costs, but you might get it turn 1, 2, 3, you don't know. It's whenever the location is revealed. Ooh, Scarlet Witch. Start Tower, okay. Hell's Kitchen. And I'm going to draw Squirrel Girl. Okay. I'm running Okoye in this deck because I want to get the buffs on all these 1 costs and then hopefully draw. If I could play her on 2 and then Hell's Kitchen would happen, but clearly didn't happen here, but that's no problem. Squirrel Girl's pretty good because turn 4's coming up down the middle, and then I like Daredevil on the left because we can get the buff from Start Tower later on. They seem to be just totally abandoning the middle. Sentinel Uatu. What a funny looking art. Okay. I'm gonna play Mr. Fantastic down the middle, and I'm gonna destroy Uatu. Get him out of here. I can move the Nightcrawler later if I don't need him down the middle. Let's see if we win this location. If we do, I'm snapping, because I'm feeling pretty good about it. Electra. Okay, I'm gonna destroy more cards, play another Sentinel, whatever, no problem. So I do win the middle, and I don't need Nightcrawler to be there. That's pretty good. And we're looking pretty good on the right as well. And it's my Daredevil turn, so let's see. They play one card on the left. It's Dino. So why don't we just let them have that? I don't need it. I'm just gonna play Captain America over here. And actually I'm gonna play Okoye on the left. Not because I plan on winning, but I don't plan on playing her on the right anyway, so I might as well get the buff on my deck and see what I draw. See if I can draw something good. Get that little buff. Dino comes out. They're gonna get a huge buff from Stark Tower, which means I have no shot at winning that location. And we get Kazar. That's kind of exactly what I wanted to see. He's gonna fit perfectly right there. We're gonna snap. I said I was gonna snap earlier and I forgot. That should lock it in. That should be at least 4. Let's see what they got. There's no way those 2 cards makes up for 17. Moon Girl to buff the Dino. Sentinel to do absolutely nothing because he probably already had a full hand. Good job, Mr. Bot. There we go. We got a win. So it's definitely not the most powerful deck out there, but you're guaranteed the draw off of Hell's Kitchen, so it might be worth teching in some variation of this deck. If you're in pool 1, there's easy to replace these cards. You definitely don't need Daredevil, so pretty much everything else is pool 1, except for Electra. You really don't need her either. You can find a substitute for that, and I would just suggest another 1-drop, just to make sure you get the draw. Alright, that's it from me for Hell's Kitchen. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you guys next time.